What's up, guys? This is Matthew Lewis with Block One Records. Today we're going to learn about superpowers for Twitter. If you have Chrome or Firefox, you can simply Google it and you'll be able to go to the store and get it into your browser. So add it to Chrome. That's what I'm going to be using. Click Add to Chrome, add the extension. Great. So you're going to want to go to the superpowers for Twitter options. And you'll see this activation key. For your first month of using superpowers for Twitter, you're not going to want to activate the pro features. And that will limit you. Make sure you don't go to Twitter jail. You'll see here that you can have a limit of 50 on the initial version, and that's what you're going to want to stick with for the first 4 weeks. The daily limit of 399, and that's a Twitter limit. That is not a superpowers for Twitter limit. Profile image required, skip protected profiles. You're following people who have real accounts. Minimum following 30, minimum followers 30. And ensure people are wanting to follow them as well. If you hit the Twitter follow limit, you don't want to start back up. So just go ahead and maximize that. You don't need a blacklist, and that is the settings for the follow process. The unfollow process, you want an interval of 4 to 10 seconds. Make sure you don't unfollow them for 7 days. That gives them time to follow you back. Limit of 50 per day. That is for the first 4 weeks until we upgrade your account. Go ahead and skip profiles who follow you, and then only unfollow users who you mass follow through this process. You can also mass like, mass retweet, mass unretweet, all of these things. You're going to want the same intervals, the same limits, but it's a way to maximize your time with your autopilot. And so, again, you can read through all of these settings here. They're all pretty straightforward. And then pause if you're unable to like. You're going to want to maximize that. So interval 4 to 10 seconds. Days since you've liked. 7 days. Give them time to notice. Intervals. 4 to 10. Limits 50 again. Yeah. Interval 4 to 10 seconds. Limit 50. Minimum days since retweet 7. Okay, let me show you the autopilot features. You can mass follow people, mass unfollow. It's all one button. This is how you put all of these settings on autopilot. You can do it for a year. So I'll show you how to mass follow, mass unfollow. You set your limits of 50. If you're going to mass follow somebody, you can go to, say, XXL Magazine, and you grab their URL, throw it in there. You can do multiple people and set your limits, whatever you want to do. So you can mass retweet, and if you do that, you're going to find the URL of any sort of search. And so let's see here. Let's go with hip hop artist. And so this just shows you a search. You can retweet, and so let me grab this URL here, throw it into the autopilot. Let's see. Let's add unretweet after 7 days. That was our limit. Okay, go ahead and set your limits here of 50. And then, after your first month, you'll be able to have your limits at 400. But you want to lull Twitter to sleep so they don't ban you. And repeat, you don't want it to repeat. And this is pause in between automated processes, 10 to 30 seconds. That's great. So now your autopilot button is fully loaded. You can press a single button. It's going to follow 50 people for the first month, and then it's going to follow 399 after that. And so you see, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward this, make it a little faster. But you see, after every 4 to 8 seconds, it's successfully following somebody. It's all completely automated. I just pressed a single button. Every single day you can do this. And if you do it for a year, you have thousands of people following you back. And these people take a look at your profile. They will click onto your music. They will become a fan. And so this is called growth hacking. This is manufactured virality, and we've done it through this script called Superpowers for Twitter. And you don't need the Pro for the first 4 weeks because that limits you. Make sure you don't go overboard and get banned. And so the following process is done. Now it's going to go to the unfollow process, and it's going to wait in between a few seconds. Okay, so now I'm going to jump over into the pro version where I can unfollow up to 349 people. Actually, it's 399, but I set it where I needed to. And you see it's just automatically unfollowing people that haven't followed me back. It's been within 7 days. It just runs right through it. And so does it work? Absolutely. Absolutely. It works. And that is your tutorial.